Good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters. In the first reading, we heard the story of the conversion of St. Paul. His previous name was Saul, and it was said in the beginning, he was still breathing murderous threats against the disciples of the Lord. And here you have a very classic example of someone who is driven aggressively for the wrong reason. Saul thought he was doing God's will. Inuusig niya yung mga alagad ni Jesus at sa isip niya, ginagawa niya ang kalooban ng Diyos. Pero maling-mali siya. Mga minamahal kong kapatid, mag-ingat din po tayo sapagkat baka minsan katulad tayo ni Saul, ginagawa ang isang bagay thinking that we are doing God's will. Nakita niyo yung video ng isang hold-upper, no, kumakalat ngayon niya sa social media, nag-sign of the cross muna bago mang-hold up. Sometimes we are like that. We think that what we are doing is the will of God. And that is why Saul, on the way to Damascus to arrest the early Christians, were knocked down. Sometimes we need to be knocked on our head. Kinakailangan pang kutusan, kinakailangan pang batukan, kinakailangan pang gisingin. At ang tanong ng Panginoon, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Hindi sinabi ng Panginoon, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting my disciples? Hindi. Ang sabi niya, why are you persecuting me? And here we are being reminded of what Jesus said while he was preaching, whatever you do to the least of my brothers, you do unto me. Whatever we do, whether good or bad, whether positive or negative, we do it to Jesus. Kaya yung taong niloloko mo at ipinagkakalat mo ang mga maling kwento, ginagawa mo rin yan kay Jesus. Yung tao na inutangan mo, pero ngayon ay ayaw mong makita at iniiwasan, ayaw mong bayaran ang utang, ginagawa mo yan kay Jesus. Yung tao na binigyan mo ng kapirasong tinapay, kahit hindi mo siya kilala, ginawa mo yan kay Jesus. That is the lesson of, one of the lessons of our first reading. Whatever we do to any one of us, our brothers and sisters, we do unto Jesus. And then, to continue, so si Saul, no, nabulag siya physically. Kinakailangan siyang alalayan. But even before he became physically blind, he was already spiritually blind. Gaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, he thought that he was doing God's will. That is spiritual blindness. He was wrong, big time. So he was blind physically, and he was brought to Ananias, or Ananias was brought to him. Sabi ng Panginoon kay Ananias, 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 puntahan mo si Saul. Sabi ni Ananias, Parang pamilyar yung pangalan na yun sa akin. At naalala niya, sabi niya sa Panginoon, Lord, that is the person who is doing harm to us. He is persecuting us. Why will I go there? Sabi ni Jesus, don't worry, I have big plans for Saul. And here, we are also being reminded, no one is beyond the reach of grace. God does not just forgive, God also transforms. Kaya yung broken soul, para siyang broken pot. Sabi niya, I will use that person for my purpose. So yan din, kuminsan ang hindi natin maintindihan. Bakit ako? Bakit ako? Di ba? Makasalanan ako. Wala akong katangian. Bakit ako? Ang sagot sa unang pagbasa, bakit hindi? God can even use our brokenness in order to achieve His plan. He takes what is broken, even hostile, and turns it into something that serves His purpose. Kaya kapag sinabi natin, Lord, wag ako, hindi ako karapat-dapat, ang sasagot ng Panginoon, alam ko, kaya nga gagawin kitang karapat-dapat. The only thing that is necessary is for us to be open to the grace of God. Not like Saul, he was closed, physically blind, spiritually blind, close to God's will, thinking that he's doing God's will. Ang kailangan natin, maging bukas tayo sa biyaya ng Panginoon at makikita ninyo kung paano niya tayo gagamitin para matupad ang kanyang plano. Amen.